There is no human being on earth that doesn't love hugs. There is something about a hug, Jumo, that makes you feel warm. Makes you feel safe. It makes you feel. It just makes you feel like you are protected. And there's no better feeling in the world than being hugged and being cuddled. As a child, you are hugged by your parents or your grandmother, and that is a feeling that you'll never ever forget. Today, we have for you the Super Sleeper Weighted Blanket. And why I mentioned the whole hugging and feeling good, it's because this blanket does exactly that.
Definitely, Tebuko. This is a blanket that actually mimics the natural hug. The reason why we go for these massages is because natural therapy, hands, when you touched, it actually makes you, it distresses you. It makes you feel better. It makes you relax. This is the reason why parents, you know, when you've got children, we encourage you to hug them, to cuddle them, because that makes them, you know, quite comfortable around you. It makes them know that they're protected. It makes them know that they are loved. But now, what do you do when you are alone and you need to relax? This is the reason why we've got the Super Sleeper weight blanket. I've got one on me, and I can tell you, this weighs about 6.8 kgs. This is about 7 kgs. But the beauty about it, when you've got this weight on you, it mimics that natural hug. In fact, for me, viewers at home, this reminds me of grandmother's quilt. You know, when I slept, you know, and I was under that quilt and grandmother was like, you know, cuddling me and making sure I know that there's an adult that is around me that cares about me. This is basically what you need. Because when you've got that kind of environment created for you, it makes it easy for you to sleep. It makes it easy for you to distress. So what does that mean? We sleep for about 8 hours a day. That's about a third of your life. It means you wake up energized. So this is going to make you enjoy quality sleep because this weighs you down and makes sure that you are not restless.
Wow. I mean, what kind of price do you put on such a feeling of calm, a feeling of comfort, a feeling of security, a feeling of protection and absolute joy and happiness? What kind of price do you put on that? But we have it for you right here. We're saying if you are a single person or you're living by yourself and you just need that moment of feeling calm and feel like you are loved, feel just de-stressing, your cortisol levels are going up, you are stressed about life, everything is just going crazy. You just want that cooling and calming effect. We've got the Super Sleeper weighted blanket for you. You want to call us on 0861 000 173 to order yours right now. It's not just ideal for us as adults who live in the big world and had to deal with stress, but for everyone.
Definitely. Let's look at the features. I think if you look at it, this is deep pressure stimulation to make sure it calms you down. That's a natural treatment. This is just as good as the human touch that we're introducing. So when you look at, you know, kids with autism, when there's anxiety, you know, when there's insomnia, you know, all those conditions, you know, post-traumatic stress disorders and more. You're looking at a product that makes sure that you reduce your cortisol levels because this is about relaxation. We reduce your cortisol levels. It helps you produce more of the feel-good hormones, the oxytocin, the your serotonin, which then gets converted to melatonin, which makes you help sleep better. So this is a nice way of improving quality sleep. Like I said, you know, this technology, what I love about it, there's science behind it. Because when it was started, this was actually introduced to treat children and adults who had actually serious stress challenges, mental conditions, disorders. Because now you are very hyperactive. You are overwhelmed with this energy because you are not well. You are not mentally stable. Now you've got a blanket that weighs about 7 kgs. This is about 6.8 put on you. So what it does now, it then weighs you down. It helps you now to feel that motherly hug, that motherly cuddling. For some of us, grandma, we can't forget about grandma and that quilt. So this is an amazing way of making sure that you can relax. The Super Sleeper, you know, a weighted blanket. And if you've got restless leg syndrome, this makes it easy for you. Because remember, those activities that you actually experience that are uncomfortable, they rob you of quality sleep. I know of people who feel like at night, There's times during the night when you want to feel the cool.
Yes.
This is designed with a natural side. This underside has got a natural cool so that you don't throw it away. Because there's a tendency that we throw away our blankets because we want to feel the cool. But this is already designed to make sure that it stays on and it keeps you under it and it makes you feel good. It makes you feel like there's the human touch. So this is mimicking the human touch. When you mimic the human touch, it means there's comfort, there's protection, you feel safe. And that's exactly what your benefits that you are getting. Quality sleep from the super sleep weighted blanket.
And interesting enough, I've heard a story about how horses used to, in fact, how you mentioned how where it originated, this kind of blanket, but have horses
then
used
it
it as well?
They still, you know, when you are transporting your horses, they can be really, agitated because of the noise, because of the drive. So when you now have a blanket like this on them, what does it mean? It means now they can't move around, they don't make the noise, they feel safe.
Yes.
They feel well taken care of. They feel there is no danger. This is exactly what we're offering you.
This was
super sleeper weighted blanket.
This was absolutely designed for you at home. You are sitting at home and you're watching us, and you know the feeling of having a restless sleep. You know the feeling of going or taking a nap, a quick nap that didn't necessarily that was not supposed to necessarily be a quick nap, but because you have so much on your mind and you feel uncomfortable and you're stressed out, it becomes a restless sleep.
I like, when you like during the day, you touched on another point, when you want to enjoy a power nap during the day, you're feeling exhausted, you take lunch break and you just want to have a power nap. This is the best way of enjoying that power nap. Make sure that you just throw, the super sleeper on top of you. It weighs you down. It gives you that natural hug. It gives you that motherly comfort. I can tell you, for me, I always mention grandma's, touch, because I grew up with a grandmother. And I can tell you, this definitely reminds me of that quilt, and it reminds me of that comfort, that safety. So you sleep well, you sleep better, deep quality sleep, relax. When you wake up in the morning, you are energized, you are productive. If you're at school going age, you tackle those exams with ease because you're full of natural, true energy. You participate in class. So don't you want your kids to be participating in class? Don't you want them to be getting those flying colors? This is the best way of starting the process. Make sure they enjoy quality sleep. What a better way to start with super sleeper weighted blanket.
Absolutely. And I mean, from all ages, from the age of 3 to 103.
I tell you, I'm still going to be using it because I'm going to live to surpass 103, and I know this is definitely going to be good for me. The super sleeper weighted blanket, I tell you, we're talking about mimicking natural mother's comfort. This is the reason why you go for massages, because you want that human touch. We're now offering it to you. Have it in your home. If you are single, what a better way of making sure that you enjoy quality sleep whilst you are still waiting for that partner to come along.
That is a very unique way of putting it. For all you singles out there, Juma just sold you. Just buy this blanket, you'll feel a bit wanted.
Yes, that's a good way of
besides, but like honestly, besides that, it's such a great item to have. Mimicking those elements that you're talking about, the mother's touch or your grandmother's touch, it's so much more than just a touch. It's love.
Definitely.
It's comfort. It's peace. It's well-wishing upon whoever they are touching, and so that's all of those feelings that you are getting when you have this weighted blanket on you.
So can we call it sleep with love? Because we
need
love. So this definitely, the super sleepy weighted blanket is going to give you that. Enjoy quality sleep with love.
You are going to be able to mimic that love, that care, that protection. Release your serotonin, release your feel-good hormones. Be calm, be at peace. Wake up in the morning re-energized, or wake up after your nap re-energized, ready to tackle on your day. This is the blanket for you. You are sitting at home and you've just been restless. It's just been uncomfortable. And especially there are fluctuations in life where you have up moments and down moments. And when you're having a down moment, it feels very down. And especially if you're going through it by yourself, it feels like there's there's no one there, and you can't even come to yourself to encourage yourself.
Well, I mean, this is the best way. Does it work? Yes, it definitely does. Grandma is normal, but I've got my super sleeper weighted blanket. This is mine, the one that I brought into the studios, just to make, just for the viewers to see how it looks like. And this is going back home with me because there's no better way of enjoying quality sleep. You're sleeping for almost a third of your life. You want to enjoy deep sleep, relaxed sleep, so that when you wake up, you are energized, you're ready to tackle the world. You can actually deliver those goals. We live in a world that believes in goals. You know, there is targets. And this is the best way of making sure that you are geared up with the world that we live in.
Well,
sleep well. Enjoy quality sleep. Super sleeper weighted band. So this heaviness that is put on you, 6.8 to 7 kgs, is just to make sure that you are not restless during the night. During the night.
Yes.
You get to a point of being still and calm. Then you can recharge those batteries, detox whilst you are sleeping, and make sure that all the best baddies and the nasties have been taken care of whilst you are sleeping, and you wake up energized, ready to start the day.
I mean, everything that you have mentioned just speaks to someone out there. You are watching us at home and you are listening to everything that Jumo has said about this blanket, and you feel that this is the blanket that you need to have right now. Call us on 0861 000 173 is the number to call, and you want to ask for the Super Sleeper weighted blanket. Very limited stock is available, and I understand why it's limited, because people are actually buying it because there's no other way to mimic the touch and the feel of another human being. In a world where you can mimic apps and technology, there is nothing that mimics the human touch and the human element of it besides this blanket over here, allowing you to feel protected, allowing you to feel calm. Jumo mentioned that a third of your life you spend sleeping. Why not spend that getting quality sleep every single time, so that you can wake up and go tackle your goals and reach for the stars and just live life? Call us on 0861 000 173, or you can go to www.tvmall.co.za. Remember, it's for everyone. As you can see over there, if you're suffering from stress, anxiety, this is absolutely for you. So from myself and Jumo, get yourself the Super Sleeper weighted blanket from TV Mall. Till next time, goodbye.